Welcome to the Weekend Update for Liberty, Leadership, and Lives with Larry Linton. For this and future weekend updates, I'm going to focus on news and information dealing with local and state issues. I'll save the national information for the full Wednesday episodes. And as we begin this update, I want to thank the many listeners that provided me with some fantastic feedback on this week's episode. That episode is a reminder that we always must be on the lookout for the ways the enemy attacks us, especially our Christian faith through false teachers and co-opted teachers. For the residents here in Sevier County, specifically House of Representatives District 12, I put up a poll question on the campaign's Facebook page. If you haven't answered the poll yet, please visit the page and do so. Also, for the voters of House District 12, please ensure that you follow the page. When you follow the page, you will get notifications about posts, poll questions, and when I go live for interaction with the voters. In other local news, Sevier County's own Dolly continues to do great things. First, she released a new song this week titled Bluebonnet Breeze off of her upcoming album, Run, Rose, Run. The album is a companion to the book of the same name she co-authored with the famed novelist James Patterson. And in another example of Dolly giving back to her community comes some good news for local residents. Dollywood Parks and Resorts has announced that it will cover 100% of tuition, fees, and books for any employee choosing to pursue further education. Dolly is an amazing human being, isn't she? In other local news, don't forget about the Biblical Worldview classes held at the Sevierville Christian Center. These classes are held 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. every Tuesday, and this coming Tuesday's class will be part 2 of the Black Robe Regiment. In some other local news, next month about 17 miles of the Foothills Parkway will be closed for repairs. Full closures will begin on March 14th. In state news, I'm sure that by now many of you here in Tennessee have seen our newest license plate. It is blue with white letters and has the state seal in the middle. Well, after nearly 500,000 of these new plates being sent to people around the state, there may be some issues with it. These plates may be invisible to some license plate recognition cameras in use. This will be interesting to watch unfold. Were our tax dollars wasted creating this plate that may ultimately be made unavailable because of those problems? Well, it wouldn't surprise me. On to state news and legislation regarding our Second Amendment rights here in the General Assembly. The first bill I want to talk about is House Bill 2724. This bill repeals the law that allows authorized persons to transport or store a firearm or firearm ammunition in the person's motor vehicle while on or utilizing a public or private parking area if the firearm or the ammunition is kept from ordinary observation. In other words, it is a step back in your right to store a firearm in your personal vehicle. Shall not be infringed is clearly not understood here. This bill was introduced by Representative Larry Miller of House District 88, which consists of a part of Shelby County. And of course, he is a communist. Another infringement bill introduced into the General Assembly is HB 1830. This bill is an effort to make gun control a public health issue. Guess who the primary sponsor is? Representative London Lamar of District 91, again part of Shelby County, and she is another communist. This bill also requires certain departments to create a firearm buyback program. If anybody falls for those words, congratulations. You are a star product of the government's education system. Because how can the government buy back something it never sold in the first place? Communism truly is a mental disorder. For more information on Second Amendment legislation being tracked in our General Assembly, go to TennesseeFirearms.com and subscribe to their mailing list. Or better yet, you could become a supporter of Tennessee Firearms Association like myself. Until next week, this has been the Weekend Update of Liberty, Leadership, and Lives with Larry Linton. Be sure to visit libertyleadershipandlives.com and all of our social media pages to keep up with the show and the campaign. I pray you all have a wonderful weekend. Stand in the arena with me. Reveille, it's time to wake up.